Hey Glams, it's your host again, Tanya with the Glam Life. Well, I'll be providing complete beauty tips, techniques, and testimonials to reveal the glam in you. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you for all my subscribers, viewers, followers, and if you're new to this channel, the Glam Life, which stands for the Godly Living Anointed Mother's Life, please click that subscribe button, drop me a like, and leave a comment below. Now, today's video is going to be a highlight and contouring tutorial on how I highlight and contour my face. And the products that I'm going to be featuring is going to be mainly by Wet n Wild. So let's go on and get started. My makeup has been semi-done. I've already applied my primer and my foundation, already did my eyes and my lips. So I'm just going to complete the look on how I do my contouring and highlighting. Now the two highlighting and contouring items I'm going to be featuring is by the Wet n Wild. I got one correction highlight stick, and it's kind of like a creamy white, and then I got the contouring in like a shade of brown, and I also got the highlight and contouring palette by Wet n Wild. It's in the palette with the two colors of the lighter shade and the darker shade. Now basically to highlight, you basically are highlighting those features. So basically when you highlight, especially being a dark skin glam like myself, you want to pretty much highlight under the eyes, in the T-zone, which is your forehead, and down the center to bring out those features and to bring out those cheekbones. And you want to contour along these lines to kind of like soften and make certain features appear more narrow and smaller. So I'm going to start out with the highlighting stick, and as you all see, I've already used it tremendously. And you can get these sticks at any drugstore, such as your local Walmart, Rite Aid, Target. And like I said, my foundation has already been done, and I'm just going to just dab in the areas where I want to highlight. And I'm going to take my foundation stick, my foundation application brush that I use, and just dab in those areas. And one of the things I like about the Wet n Wild is that it's very purse friendly, which is a plus, and it gets the job done. I don't have to worry about applying way more product just because the price, I'm not saying it's been compromised, but I feel that it does what it's supposed to do with the price. All right, so that's pretty much that highlighting stick. Now I'm going to contour, and where I'm going to contour at, ladies, is I'm going to do my cheeks like this, and just over my forehead. Move this hair out the way. And I'm just going to take that same foundation brush and just blend. Blending is key, Glams, when you are applying your foundation, when you're applying your highlight and contour. Blending is key because you want to make sure, especially where those colors meet together, that it comes like in one flowy look. All right, now I'm going to take this palette right here, and it's in the Coloricon contouring palette. I'm going to take the lighter shade, and where I put the lighter shade in the creamy highlight, I'm just going to go back over it with the powder. So the same areas I put that light creamy highlight, I'm just going to go back over it with it to kind of like set it. Now you can wear these products separately and just set with a separate setting powder, but I've experimented with just with these two, and it actually works out better. I use the cream as kind of like a foundation pretty much, and then I just go back over these with the powders to set. And I'm telling you, Glams, Wet n Wild is on point for as with price and with delivery of product. I'm very impressed with them. So that's pretty much the highlight. I took that lighter shade And I put that in my T-zone area and up under my cheeks. And I'm going in with the darker shade now. And I'm just going to go where I put the darker shade at. Now you can use these two alone. Like if you want to just use the powder, the palette alone without the creams, you can. Or you can use both. I use both because it just creates more of a definition. All right, Glams, I'm going to complete the look now with a little bit of powders and some blush and highlighter. And I'm going to go over where I highlighted at in the Maybelline Shine Control. And this is in the shade Light. And I'm going to set the rest of my face in this black opal powder, setting powder, and it's an oil absorbing powder. Both of these are oil absorbing powders, by the way, in the shade Deep in the black opal to set the rest of my face. So just take my same brush and highlighting and contour glams pretty much just brings out those features. Like I already have high cheekbones, but if you don't have the high cheekbones, learning the technique with highlighting and contouring can create that illusion and that appearance that you do. But I just want to enhance mine. And I'm going to take that black opal setting powder and I'm going to go over the rest of my face with it. And this is in the shade Deep. And being that it's summer months and I am in oily skin glam, powders are my best friend. So I find cosmetics that do say oil absorbing, pore minimizing, or oil free. Because like I said, I do have tremendously oily skin and I want to have my product to have me looking glamorous all day. So I'm pretty much done with that, and I'm just going to just take a little bit more of this lighter shade of the setting powder and just go up under my eyes. And the reason why I do that, because throughout the day my makeup tends to crease up under the eye area. So I'm just going to apply a little bit more of the powder up under there to keep it from creasing, because like I said, I am oily and I tend to sweat. Now I'm going to complete the look, lambs, and I'm going to go in with some bronzer and a blush. And the blush I want to be highlighting today is in the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Berry Wine. Now I do like this shade. The only thing I don't like about the shade is that it's not as pigmented as it is shown, as me showing this to you all. Excuse me, let me move my hand. As it's showing, I mean, it does not really appear that bright on my skin tone, but I still like it though. That's the only thing, that's the only drawback with the Maybelline, but we're gonna go for it today, Glams. So I'm just taking a little bit, get my Smile Big on, and I'm just taking my blush brush and going on my, actually my apple of my cheek all the way back. Same thing on the other side. Get your Smile Big on. All right, Glams, I'm going to complete the look. And this is another one of my favorite Wet n Wild palettes. This is in the illuminating, this is their illuminating palette. And you all see this ribbon of colors. I'm just going to mix them all together. And I'm just going to put a little bit of, excuse me, bronzer and highlight all over my face to complete that glowy look that I'm going for. So just use this same blush brush. And I'm just going to get it right there, just above my cheeks. I'm going to go a little bit over my eyebrows, and I'm just going to take the rest and go down the center of my nose. All right, Glam. So the shades that I was highlighting today, the main focus is these Wet n Wild highlight and contouring sticks. These are in the shade of brown and this light creamy shade along with their palette. These are my staple go-to when I want to highlight and contour my face. So I pray that this helps. Again, if you are new to this channel, I encourage you to subscribe, drop a comment and like below. Again, ladies, be blessed and be glamorous.